Cabin fever has shown its stupid face. Now we begin the painstaking process of looting the remainder of Milton while not sleeping anywhere comfortable for at least a few days. Well, less than 1 day, technically, but you know how it goes. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our last Misery series. So I have fully looted this particular house. There could be some more stuff under the bed if I look carefully, so let me just double check. We have a slightly improved amount of lighting relative to when I was looking around last episode. But what I would really like to do, let me make sure that I searched all 4 of those. I did. What I would really like to do is take advantage of the fact that I actually have a decent amount of energy at the moment. I have a decent amount of food. I do have a lot of crap that I'm carrying around, not least of which is a ton of water. I think I will risk carrying too much water around for now. We've got plenty of matches. I probably don't want to risk eating those pinnacle peaches because of the increased risk to food poisoning, so I'll go ahead and drop those. That'll get rid of some extra weight. Really don't need the spray paint. Technically don't need the fuses either, although we're going to be walking by a point where I can drop those in a slightly more reasonable location. And we still have a couple pieces of scrap metal. I'm looking to get a few more because I would really like to make some improvised crampons, but for now, let's get outside. Now I need to be careful here. Not sure where the wolves are. But the last... oh, there they are. All 4 of them right there. Did they just appear out of nowhere, or did I just not see them after saying, hey, I'm not sure where the wolves are? That's literally all 4 of them. I feel like they appeared. Can't wait to watch that video later. Okay, let's back off a bit. Now, as I mentioned, one good thing about our current situation, I know it might seem a little bit strange, but one good thing about our current situation is that this fog is helping keep it a little bit cooler. If it were, warmer is what I meant to say. It's keeping it a little bit warmer. If it were clear, things would generally be getting colder faster. There are a few saplings that I've passed by at this point. I'm not going to worry over much about chopping up saplings here because Milton, on the plus side, it is a nice loot location.
I can't feel my hands.
Downside, it is somewhat remote. It's more than a little remote, unfortunately. And as a result of that, if I were to stay here and wait for some saplings to cure, or even carry some cured saplings with me, that might be more than I can afford to carry back. Whereas I can definitely get some curing once I get back to, say, Forlorn Muskeg, and be fine. So here's what we're going to do. I need to start picking up as many sticks as I can see, because sticks are going to keep us warm. There's either the possibility of a snow shelter, which is kind of a worst case scenario, but that's one way to avoid cabin fever. What I'd want to do is find a burned out tree somewhere and put a snow shelter by it and use that. But there's also a cave. And I know which cave I want to go for. It's not going to be very easy to get to it, but I think I've got enough energy at the moment to take a shot. And so that's the plan. I'm not a huge fan of how steep this slope is because you never know what's at the top of it until you're at the top. And there could be some wolves up here. I want to try and get as good of a view as I can, especially as I round this corner. I do hear one wolf to my right howling. They're everywhere. Alright, that is a deer. A buck, to be precise. Don't see any other wolves in the area. Tell you what, I'm going to try and scare the buck toward the church, which is on the other side of that rock there. I'm going to try and get the deer to run away from me. Good, perfect. Go, 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 go. That way, if there's a wolf on that ice, which is... Okay, there's another deer, and I don't actually see a wolf. Good. I see bunnies. And some saplings. Interesting. Okay. So I see a couple of things. There's some more sticks. I see some more birch bark. Which birch bark tea is going to start coming in handy, especially once that third affliction arrives. I'm fully expecting another affliction this episode or the next. So basically in this recording session, because I'm sitting for 2 right now. Okay. Don't really need the extra cattail heads at the moment. I do just want to pick up the cattails while I'm here. Oh, there's a burdock root, so I'll grab that. Let me get low to the ground just in case there is a wolf on the other side of the rock. I don't think there is. There's lots of friendly wildlife in the area, which to me always implies
If I can drop any of this gear.
slightly more of a sense of safety than otherwise. This is a lot of cattails. More than I would have expected. I want to get inside soon. There's the church right there. Still some cattails to pick up, and I think I do want to try and go for these, because I don't think the wolves are nearby, lucky enough. I don't know if I want to go all the way over there. Well, yeah, I guess I'm close enough. Let's do it. This is a lot of cattails. Oh wow, there's another one. So, continuing to fuel the raised eyebrow, shall we say? Not quite question mark, but raised eyebrow about the number of cattails available. Because this does feel like more than I would find on the lowest possible loot settings, which I do run lowest possible vegetation settings in the mainline against all odds codes. But then again, it might just be that some areas kind of randomly spawn with more cattails than others, even on those settings. So there's no way to definitively say for sure. Alright, into the church.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
You're fine. Alright, let's see. Of the churches that you can explore in the Long Dark, this is the one that tends to be more rewarding to visit. Doesn't mean that it will be this time, but it does tend to be more rewarding to visit. There's a bed, which is nice. There's some books where you can burn things as needed. There's a candy bar, or a granola bar, rather. Okay, well, this is an opportunity to get a little bit of rest. Now, of course, we can't actually rest indoors. We can pass time, but we can't rest indoors. What we can do is drink coffee if we need to regain energy. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and eat some of the things that I have that are, like, almost gone anyway. Including, I think, that maple syrup. Yep. I'm going to eat these ketchup chips while they are reasonably high condition. That potato is no longer worth lugging around. The dog food I'll keep, but I want to eat it as soon as possible. Maybe even... yeah, I want to go ahead and eat it now. I'm going to lose a little bit of this caloric value, and I've been trying to avoid canned goods, but the condition on the dog food is dropping to the point that I'm genuinely not really concerned about keeping it. Okay. Okay. Yes, I just picked up the potato and made sure that it wasn't sitting on top of the bed. Alright, so as you saw there, I very intentionally drank some coffee. That'll give us a little bit more energy for what we need to do now.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
That's because you can't. Okay. Tyler Clark, 66 to 83. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate.
My fingers feel numb.
I'm going to guess that that wolf that just barked was coming from me. So let's give him a moment to show his face. I think I might have seen something. No, actually, I think that may just be...
Too cold to think.
Need to find out where he was before I move too quickly. Alright, so there's a wolf way down there. Let's back off a bit and see if we can find another one. Interesting. I think I might have a shot here. Alright, so there's our wolf. What I'm trying to do is get back to Grey Mother's. And then make my way up towards the signal tower. Because the signal tower beyond, or well, the area just beyond the signal tower has a cave that should be perfect. Really? Really? I mean, technically I don't need this at the moment. Alright, so there's a deer down there, a wolf right there. I really would prefer to avoid that wolf at all costs. Okay, let me see if I can get down to that car. Okay, the wolf is going after that deer, which is kind of perfect. Actually, that might not be perfect, because now the wolf might be... Ooh, no, that wolf might be going across that bridge now, which would be suboptimal. Also, he could give up on the chase any minute now, unless the deer... The deer is going across the bridge. Yes, keep running, keep running, keep running. He's luring the wolf away. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for that. Let's quickly check the trunk of this car. Ragged wool scarf. Nothing in the back seat. Let's check the front. Check the visors. Which is a thing now. At long last. It's been a thing for a while now. Was not but a meme for a very, very long time. Right, I still see a deer running around. And I kind of... Is that the same deer he was chasing? I can't help but wonder where the wolf ended up. Because technically the wolf is supposed to be patrolling... Oh, there's a maple sapling up there. Nice. Remember, I do have a maple sapling curing in Mystery Lake. But I mean, if the game is going to hand me another maple sapling, I may as well grab that one. Could be a wolf nearby here. On the other side of this rock, so let's be careful. Okay, now unfortunately, you cannot go anywhere from up high, even though it seems like the game is giving you a path. There's not a path. Wasn't that long ago that I tested that and confirmed it. Probably knew that a while back, and then it just slipped out of my map knowledge at some point, but you definitely can't go anywhere up high there. Okay, we are losing a lot of health. I do want these cattails, but I need to get inside, and I need a fire. I'm not sure where the wolf ended up. I actually think I hear the wolf very close. That's disconcerting. What I would really hate... Yeah... I've got a bad feeling the wolf is right up here. What I'd really hate is if the wolf is between me and Grey Mother's, not even on the road, but like to the side of the road, and on the side of the road that I need to be on, and that's what I think is happening. Once I'm at Grey Mother's, I'm pretty much home free. But this next little stretch is going to require some stealth. And my hypothermia risk is not negligible. Unfortunately. Okay. Oh, this slope is massive. Okay. Yeah, you hear that? I think the wolf is right up here on the road. With any luck, I'll be able to see it. Yeah, I think the wolf did catch its deer. Oh, it's all the way over there. It's on the other side of the road. Interesting. Okay. All the way over there. Okay. That's a lucky break. I'm going to take it. I'm going to stick to this side of things just to make sure. Because the likelihood of there being another wolf right here is actually pretty high, maybe even more than one. So let's play it safe. I'm missing some sticks at the moment, but that's because the main thing I want to keep an eye out for is the wolves. We do have at least one Old Man's Beard wound dressing. I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to go through there. I tried it. Alright, let's go ahead and get back up into cover. This could be dodgy. Okay. Inside we go. We did leave a few things here. Specifically just things that we needed to break down for repair materials. So, might be worthwhile before I go anywhere to actually get some of those repairs done. We're gonna warm up in here. Harvesting will pass an adequate amount of time. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair that while I'm looking at it. Nice. Successful repair there. Yeah, don't have enough cloth, but we will once I tear up those jeans. What about my shoes? Shoes are fine. So let's tear these jeans up. And of course we have some... If we're going to be able to make a snow shelter, I need 5 cloth. So I might need to break up some curtains while I'm here. Let's first look in here. No, nothing worth saving there. Fair enough. Okay, so there's this old mill flour. There's the heavy hammer, which I do want to have that with me. Is there still coffee in this? Yes, there is. Ooh, nice. Tell you what, let's go ahead and... I'm not going to heat it, because I'd rather save my fire for the... and fire starting supplies, for that matter. For the cave. Speaking of that, I guess I'll bring these books with me. So we're very encumbered as we head for the cave. I think one thing I'll do is I'll still leave the heavy hammer behind here, because there's no sense lugging it around until I know that I'm ready to leave. Now I'm just thinking, how confident am I that I will definitely come back to Grey Mother's before I leave? Because that's the one thing. I mean, I'll remember that it's here, but how confident am I that I'll actually come back for it? That I'll be able to? Trying to think of the main path out of the zone. In some ways, it might have been better to leave it at the farmstead, but I didn't have it at the farmstead, so... Yeah, I think...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I think I'm pretty likely to get back to Grey Mother's from where I'm going now. So I'm going to trust that that is a real possibility. Let's... Oh, already checked those. We're good. Let me go ahead and grab this old man's beard. I haven't grabbed too much of this. Okay. Oh, here comes the snow. Alright. Need to keep an eye out for as many sticks as possible. There's the signal tower up there. Need 16 more hours to pass. And they're going to pass primarily in this cave. I'm hoping the cave will be warm enough in the back, although I don't know for sure that that's going to be the case. So we'll have to see. Went through a brief phase earlier this year where I was treating these climbs as rope climbs, and I was like dropping all my stuff at the base of them out of habit. And at some point, I think live on camera, I kind of remembered, wait a minute. You can be encumbered on these. You just can't be encumbered on a rope climb.
Sure getting cold.
Okay. Now I can drop the fuse. Not that these really matter too much. Hello? There. In this particular playthrough. But if I needed to come back here in a playthrough where I was activating the towers for the purposes of getting Signal Void loot, which I could do. It's good to have those there.
Damn.
There's our cave.
Freezing.
Didn't actually get enough cloth for a snow shelter, but that's okay, because we found our way to the cave. So, I will grab those rose hips. I think we've got more than enough to live on, at least while we're here, and we may even be able to do some hunting. Well, can't do much of any real hunting at the moment, but we might get lucky and stumble upon a ravaged carcass or two. So the correct word would be scavenging. That's what we could potentially do. Oh look, there's lots of coal in our lucky cave. So that's actually quite nice. Let's go ahead and pick that stuff up. I'm probably just going to pick these back. Like, I'm going to pick them up and put them right back down momentarily. Nice. It is warm enough in the back. Love that. Okay, practical gunsmithing. Don't really care. Guns are not a thing on this difficulty, so... You know what? I can use that to start a fire, though.
Can you eat trees?
Okay. We don't need a fire at the moment, but if the temperature were to drop at night, we would die very quickly. So let's go ahead and take the practical gunsmithing. You have not completed the research. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. 95% start chance. Let's see if the game trolls me a second time. Or rather, if it taunts me a second time. Let's see.
Perfect.
Add fuel. I was just sharing that reference because I knew that as soon as I said it, there's a subset of viewers that was immediately thinking it. Okay. That's technically more sticks than I needed to put on the fire, but that's okay. So now we're plenty warm. Let's see what we can get away with cooking-wise here. Actually,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
place skillet. And we have some acorns we can prepare. Have some more porridge we can make, which is nice. Can never go wrong with porridge. Let's eat those. We do have cooking 3 already, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and make a birch bark tea because we have so much water. I'm going to go ahead and drink this. And I think we have another one we can make, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, but I think we can prepare more. So let's get those acorns going. We're going to eat that porridge. And continue to gain some cooking skill. Now, we may be able to do some exploring back toward the plain if the weather's nice. So we'll kind of see how this goes. The main thing is that that next affliction is on its way. Like, I promise you, it's on its way. There we go. Prepared birch bark. Let's go ahead and eat that. Now, I've reached a point where I can't do too much more with the stuff I already have. I'll go ahead and wait until the health recovery effect has worn off. I'm not going to make burdock tea because I'd rather munch on the prepared burdock, to be honest. Perfect. So now we got plenty of food. Weather seems decent-ish. Too full to eat. Okay. I can still make more porridge. I'm going to take the opportunity to do so. And then we're going to try and head towards the plain. It's going to be dicey. But it's more or less the last good loot location. Although what I may do... Yeah. What I'm going to do... Let's go ahead and put everything on the fire. Because I think I want to have this thing try and last the night. That way, in the morning, after I've recovered some condition, then I can go towards the plain. Because right now, there's just no sense. The downside is, of course, we're going to tempt that new affliction to come in and wreak havoc a little bit sooner than it otherwise would have. That's fine. Let's go ahead and heat this cup of herbal tea. Now when I rest, I will regain even more health. Interesting that we didn't keep warming up there, even though I just ate all of that. It might be because I'm not eating enough of it, would be my guess. Alright, we've got 7 hours, 45 minutes on the campfire. What can I do? I don't want to spend too much time away from the fire. Hang on. How long is that porridge going to take to cook? 11 minutes. You know what? Let's go ahead and consume that. So let me guess. Yeah, we get warming up for like a brief moment because we're only eating a little tiny bit of the porridge. That's what it comes down to. If we were eating more of it... Wow, how many oats did I have? I've made so much porridge at this one fire. Good God. This is so much. Oh my God. I can still make like 3 or 4 more. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go out and get some stuff for the fire because at this point, I kind of need to. All I really need to find are some sticks, and those should be in reasonable supply. The only thing I need to be concerned about would be the wildlife in the area, particularly any additional wolves that might be hanging out closer to me rather than farther. Seems like we're good here. I see bunnies, but only bunnies. And some more cattails, which is always nice. I will go ahead and grab some of these, because this is going to be... Not only are cattails really nice as a food item, and always have been, and they're such a meme on the channel as well. But on top of that, because they are one of the only reliable vitamin C items, you really want to make sure that you're not passing up the chance, especially in a long-term game, to grab as many as possible. Stave off scurvy and such. Okay, now that 10 minutes unfortunately ate up my temperature gauge. And we haven't picked up that many sticks, so what I'm going to need to do, rather than doing that again, I'm just going to pick up sticks without...
If I don't lure him up.
You're fine. You are so completely fine. Okay. There are a few more cattails here. I'm not going to worry about them. I see a branch over there that I could technically take, but what I'd prefer to do... Alright, these are rose hips. Rose hips are nice and everything, but what I need are sticks to keep that fire going. And unfortunately, it does not look like there are that many to be found. So we're going to need to go back. Oh, wait, there's one. A few more. Good, 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 good. Missed them on the way in. Wait, what's that? Nope, not a stick. There could be a few more up this slope, but I need to warm up for a moment, so let's go back inside. That's not a small amount of sticks. This will extend the life of the fire a good bit. That next affliction is likely very close.
Night is coming.
That's because it is. Okay. How much time do we have? 5 hours. Alright, now 7 hours, 38 minutes. Now, that's not a short amount of time, but we need it to last longer even than that. So let's tell you what I'm going to do is heat some coffee, because I do have some. Technically I could heat both of the coffees, but I want to save one of them. Now we've got the warming up benefit. We gained a little bit more energy. Not going to help us a lot, given how way down we are. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and drop some of this stuff that I'm carrying, just so that I'm not lugging it everywhere. You could also technically drop the sapling. Okay. Now I need to head up this way and see if I can find a few more sticks. I think I was doing a pretty good job of picking them up as I found them. There's a branch, which is nice, but what I'd prefer to find is just a collection of sticks. We also have the option of going the other way, the direction that we just went and a little bit farther, but then we definitely would be approaching wolf territory, and I would prefer, given the current state of my life meter, I'd prefer to avoid too much danger in that sense. There is another option as well, but that might involve pissing off some wolves. So let's see how this goes. If we come down this way, we of course can't sleep at Grey Mother's, which is unfortunate, but there's plenty of wood stuff that can be relatively quickly broken down. And all I need is for the fire to last me while I'm sleeping. That's all. So what I'm going to do here is step back into Grey Mother's. I see another branch there. That's technically helpful if I wanted to break it up. That chair, for example, could be broken up for wood. But there is also, hang on. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I don't have a hatchet. So what I need to find are crates, and I don't have any light sources, aside from flares. That's annoying. Should have brought a torch, but I did not. There are some books laying around, if I do a little bit of feeling around in the dark here. I just need to kind of keep my bearings, because I know there are some others laying around. Table, radio, table. I guess I picked up those other books. Okay, this has not been as productive as I would have hoped. Okay, I don't need the cloth that I was talking about picking up. Cardboard box. That's not helpful. I guess, was there a crate in here or not? I can't really recall. I think there is, but I just can't freaking see it. Alright, so that's the front door. Let's head back outside. We are warm enough, thankfully. Didn't actually need to worry about warming up anymore while we were there, thanks to the coffee that we drank. I will make sure that I watch for any more sticks as I move, or scrub brushes for that matter. Scrub brushes I will not be able to break up. Well, certain types of scrub brushes I can't. Certain types I can. But they're just not very likely. We got one book. Honestly, it was a lot darker in Grandmother's by the time I got there than I thought it would be. But we didn't come back in empty-handed, which is always preferable to coming back empty-handed. Alright, we've got a blizzard kicking up, it seems. Let's get back inside. The temperature of the fire will be more than enough to keep us safe. It also seems like we might even make it back to the cave before we start losing any more condition, which is nice. I need to drink that other birch bark tea before I go to sleep. Alright, so that can't be broken up, unfortunately. Okay, we are back. I'll go ahead and pick some of this stuff back up. Put the bedroll down. We've got 6 hours on the fire, but that book added another 20 minutes. I could break the torches down for some sticks, which at this point I pretty much have to do. I think what I'll do, though, is, because we can only sleep so much anyway, when we finish eating this dog food, let's eat some porridge. We're going to drink that birch bark tea. Now, we haven't rested yet, so this will help us regain some condition. Now, I can't sleep for very long, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do is put in 7 hours. The fire will go out. And actually, it feels like 1:30. Wow, that's how cold it is. Feels like 1:31, even though we're right next to a 1:44 fire, which means that when that fire goes out, it will be very cold. So I'm going to sleep for 7 hours. We're going to be cold for about 15 minutes. Unless the new affliction kicks in while I'm asleep and through some wild twist of fate murders me. Oh, the fire's still going. Is it counting it? It's counting it as an outdoor fire. That's nice. I didn't put the... Okay, fantastic. I didn't actually put... I didn't count on that at all, because the fire was not placed near the front of the cave, so I was fully expecting that to be treated as an indoor fire, but it's treating it as an outdoor fire, which is nice. We still have an hour and 30 minutes, which is great. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and take that. I'm going to say... Does it still... Yeah, it feels like 1:31. That is wild. Okay, let's sleep for 2 hours. The fire will likely have just gone out. Or, well, yeah. So it's being reduced to embers now. There's our save point. Oh, nice. We're okay, all considered. Feels like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're not that cold, and we can pass some time here. Cabin fever. Basically, we can get rid of that in about 1 more hour. So let's go ahead and just for the sake of saying in-your-face cabin fever, let's rest. Oh, wait. Okay. This is what I get for keeping cabin fever off in so many of my playthroughs. So cabin fever in caves, still a thing. I'd completely forgotten about that. I was planning to come to this cave. Obviously, the entire theme of this episode was that I was planning to come to this cave, but it let me sleep, didn't it? So is this a bug? Yeah, it let me sleep right there too. So cabin fever must be bugged. So we got double cabin fever. Love that. We'll deal with that in the next episode, I suppose, but at least we recovered plenty of condition, and we're still able to sleep, so it's like... Yeah, I think it's bugged, because it definitely just let me sleep. So cabin fever, still a thing. Not sure why it just refreshed, but we're warm enough in the back of this cave right now that even without a fire, we're good to go. So I'll need to just pay very close attention to the temperature as I sleep, and maybe only sleep like an hour or two at a time. But we can now head to the airplane in the next episode, the plane crash, and see where we go from there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time every day but Wednesday, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below. And I'll see you next time.